Winton Bud Hardy, hailing from Outlook, Saskatchewan, demonstrated a level of courage and selflessness that deserves our attention, not merely for its rarity, but for its illustrative nature of what real moral commitment looks like. Hardy, who was killed by a Russian drone strike on June 10, 2024 in the Donetsk region, was not compelled by familial ties to Ukraine. Instead, he acted from a genuine conviction that transcended national borders and ethnic heritage, a conviction to fight for justice and humanity. For several weeks, Bud served as a combat medic in Ukraine, a role that embodied the dual arts of preservation and protection amidst the chaos of war. His family describes him as a man of principle, someone who consistently strove to do what was right, regardless of the personal cost. His brother, Will Hardy, aptly stated, "He inspired us all with his bravery and willingness to risk his own life to help others." It is perhaps worth pausing here to reflect on the motivations of a man who, with no direct connection to Ukraine, chose to risk his life for a people thousands of miles away. In early spring, Bud told his family of his intent to assist in liberating Ukraine, a revelation initially met with disbelief by his brother, who thought he was joking. Yet Bud's resolve was anything but a joke. He methodically prepared for the mission, saving money to purchase equipment and training for what lay ahead, illustrating a determination that would be admirable in any context, but is especially poignant here. In April, Bud flew to Poland, completed his basic training, and then moved to the front lines, where he was known for his compassionate approach and unwavering dedication to healing and protecting those around him. His actions eloquently testify to the idea that opposing tyranny and injustice is not merely a national obligation, but a human one. On June 10th, while under heavy enemy fire, Bud and another Canadian volunteer were struck by a Russian drone, resulting in their immediate deaths. The following day, news of Bud's demise reached his family. In his honor, his brother Will raised a Ukrainian flag alongside the Canadian flag in their Outlook yard, a simple yet potent gesture symbolizing Bud's commitment to the cause. The death of Bud Hardy serves as a stark reminder of the relentless cost of war and the significant impact one determined individual can have. His sacrifice prompts us to examine our own lives, our obligations, and our often complacent positions in a world rife with injustice. In celebrating his memory, we do not merely mourn the loss of a brave man, but recognize the virtues he exemplified: courage, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to justice. The Hardy family is currently engaged in efforts to retrieve Bud's body from Russian territory and plans to hold a memorial service in the coming weeks. Bud Hardy's legacy is not merely one of valor, but of the enduring inspiration for those who recognize the vital importance of standing up for the oppressed and defending human dignity. As we commemorate Bud Hardy, we ought to recall the words of John Stuart Mill: "War is an ugly thing, but not the ugliest of things. The decayed and degraded state of moral and patriotic feeling which thinks nothing worth a war is worse." Bud understood that the struggle for freedom and human dignity is an endeavor worthy of sacrifice. In remembering him, let us reaffirm our commitment to uphold the ideals for which he stood, ideals that extend far beyond mere nationalistic fervor and touch upon the core of what it means to be human.